Have you ever wondered why there are business owners that are able to get approved for huge credit limits in just a short period of time? And you've been applying or you've applied before and you got a very small credit limit like a 5K or something like that. Well, on this video, I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you how to get approved for over 100K or at least 100K in just 21 days. I'm going to give you a step-by-step breakdown on exactly how to get qualified, how to set everything up, which banks you can go to, and how you should actually apply once everything is set up. So without any further ado, let's get it. But before we get started, I have to show you something real quick. Go ahead and hit the like button down below if you like these funny videos so I can keep them coming your way. It's like, what, 2 years of this thing? We uploading 2 videos a week? I mean, who else is doing that? Who else is putting out the sauce like this for you guys, right? So go ahead and hit the like button and let me know that you appreciate it, and comment down below which city that you're in. What city are you representing? So anyways, let's go ahead and jump on in. Now, this is how you get 100K at 0% business funding in 21 days. Before we go into it, let's cover some groundwork. What is 0% interest? When you hear business funding, 0% interest, how do you get 0% interest business funding? So a 0% business funding is a 0% APR period on a business credit card that normally lasts 12 months, but really it can be anywhere from all the way from 6 months up to 18 months is the normal promotional period that you would get on a 0% business credit card. All right. Notice I said a business credit card. So you will never get 0% interest on a business loan or a business line of credit. So don't expect it. So when you hear 0% interest business funding, do understand that it is referring to a business credit card, but no worries. You can pull cash from a business credit card. If you need more information on that, I'll go ahead and link a video that I produced on that down below. But normally, if you are a brand new business, by the way, it is going to take you longer than 21 days to get access to 100K in business funding, but it really depends. Just typically speaking, it is going to be harder if you have a brand new LLC. So this video is more geared towards if you have an LLC that's been aged for at least a year, something like that is going to make it a lot better. And if you already generate revenue, it's going to make it even easier. Okay. But speaking of, there are requirements. So everyone will not qualify for 0% at all, especially at 100K. Got 250 here, but what I mean is 100K at business funding, especially in 21 days. So you don't have to be the elite of the elite, okay? But you at least have to have these things that we're going to go over if you want to get it done in just 21 days. Like we've had plenty of clients get approved for over 100K. Like my client Rasul, he got approved for 90K in just 48 hours. So it's very possible to do this in a lot more in just 21 days. But again, you could get, say, 50K in 21 days or up to 45 days. Just won't be 100K. So now that we got that out the way, let's talk about the requirements. That's step one. So you do have to meet the requirements. So what are the requirements? Okay. Now I would say number one is your personal credit. That is the most important part of this, because if you don't have the personal credit, nothing else matters. You can do all of the vendor accounts that you want to. I'm going to zoom out for this one. Your personal credit is the most important part of getting access to high limit funding, because you could do the vendor accounts if you want to. You can have 100 paydex score. If you do not have the personal credit to actually get approved for the high limit funding that you're looking for, well, then it does not matter what your business credit looks like. You need to understand that. Now, what are the qualifications though? A 750 credit score, 3 to 9% credit utilization is what I like to see. Credit history, 5+ years, and that's on a personal credit card. Okay. So a personal credit card that you own, not an AU. So you can't just skip the line here. The highest credit limit I like to see is 10K plus, but really 25K plus is even better, and no negatives. And also, let's add to this, no recent accounts on the personal credit side is also very important. So don't be the guy or gal that's going around and getting the personal credit cards or personal loans, or you're co-signing for somebody, or you're doing stuff like that when you don't really actually need it for your business. So you have to be very, very careful of that. Now, this is just the base requirements. For some of you guys, you may say, you know what, I've been there for years. This is cool. And some of you guys could be watching this and saying, well, I'm not really close to that. Either way, this is what the banks are looking for. And the average credit score in America is over 700. So it's not like this is something crazy to ask for. As far as the utilization, you can work on this. You can get this down lower. The max I would want to be at before I started using some of the strategies to lower utilization is like 30%. Show me someone with a 30% credit utilization rate, and I can show you someone that I can actually work with. Like, there's different strategies to reduce credit utilization. Okay. Now let's talk about the business side. We're still talking about requirements here. I'd like to see at least 10K in cash liquidity for lenders and really 10K plus, because the more the better. This is also a strategy that you can use as well if you need to get more cash to show liquidity for lenders. And what does that mean, by the way? So when you get to step 3 and you're building relationships and things of that nature with the banks that we're going to apply for, you're going to want to actually start business checking accounts depending on the bank, and you're going to want to deposit cash in there first. Without that, it is hard a lot of times to get the high limits that you guys are really looking for. So 10K plus in cash helps out a ton. Now, look, we're talking about 21 days, okay? You want 100K in 21 days or less. I like to see at least 15 to 25K plus a month in business revenue. If you don't have that, is it possible? Yes. Maybe not 21 days, maybe so. It really depends on your personal credit. So do understand that if you do not have any revenue in your business, your personal profile needs to be strong. You have to bring one of those to the table. Do not think you're going to just come in with a personal profile that has a lot more to desire with a brand new LLC, a brand new business, and you're still going to get maximum results. It does not work like that. Okay. So if you're not making any revenue, at least have some age in your business. At least have that. You got to at least have some business age, which is next. 3+ years in business. So if you don't have the revenue, 3+ years in business will serve you right. I'm telling you, it's going to help out a ton. So if you have, I'm going to zoom out for this one too. If you have an LLC that's been aged, okay, you're trying to see which LLC you want to go for funding for. One that you just started like 2 months ago, and one that you kind of had sitting around for 2-3 years, maybe even more, 5+ years. You need to use the Age LLC. It's going to fare so much better for you when it comes down to going for business funding. It's going to be so much better. So if you have one of those LLCs just hanging around, and even if it's not active right now, go ahead and reactivate it, pay the fee or whatever you need to get that LLC active. I'm telling you, it's going to be a game changer when it comes down to getting funding for your business. Now, to skip the line as well, we want to see established banking relationships with major banks like Chase, BOA, Truist, American Express, US Bank, Citizens Bank, and the other tier 1 banks that I've done videos on here on this page. That's going to help out a ton, right? Because if you want to get there as soon as possible, you want to have already established something, right? You can't just come in 21 days. I'm not saying that someone can come in blank with nothing in 21 days and get 100K. We've already established that. So if you want to get there even faster, it's going to help if you already have relationships with these banks. And what do I mean by relationships? We will talk about that here shortly. So make sure you stick all the way into the end, okay? Now that's step 1. You have to meet the qualifications. Now step 2, that's where you go ahead and create your funding strategy. Normally this would be like towards the end, right? But you really need to know which banks that you're going to go to before you even really get into the thick of it. It's going to help out a lot, like knowing exactly which banks you're going to go to before you even start to strategize everything else. So what I would do is I would go to bankbranchlocator.com, and I would actually choose the banks that you currently have the strongest relationships with first. A lot of times you guys are just leaving money on the table because you haven't even gone to the bank that you have the strongest relationship with. What does that mean? You've had a personal account since you've been like in high school or something, right? And you haven't gone for funding with whatever that bank is, your first personal credit card, whatever that bank is. Now, you could have one of those like Mercury or one of those, lower tier cards or something like that. But say if you did go with a Chase or a Bank of America or someone like that, or a Navy Federal, those could be some of the banks that you go to first when it comes down to business funding, right? Again, this may apply, may not, but either way, it is a good strategy. And then from there, once you pick the banks that you're going to go to, again, the reason you're going to go to bankbranchlocator.com is you want to go right here, and then you're going to want to actually pick the state that you're in. So say that you're in California, or you know what, I'm going to pick Pennsylvania here. Shout out to everybody that's in Pennsylvania. I would pick a lot of the tier banks that I see right here, like a Citizens, a PNC Bank, a Truist, a Key Bank, MMT Bank, maybe even Fulton Bank, Wells Fargo. I like TD Bank for their business lines of credit, not business credit cards. Their business credit cards report to the personal side. Bank of America, Chase, Huntington Bank, I like them. So it really depends on which bank you need to, how much funding that you're going for, your relationships, things of that nature. Every single one of you guys will be different. Even your spouse, if you have one, will be different from you. So just keep that in mind, okay? Now, that's where I would go ahead and build out my funding strategy, pick the banks that I want to go to. How many banks, Colin? Well, it really depends on your goals. I would say at least between it can go from 3 to 5, 5 to 8. It really depends on you, okay? So say like in this example, Chase, American Express, Citizens Bank, US Bank, PNC, and Wells Fargo. Boom, we got a funding strategy established, okay? So like I said, which banks can you get high limit 0% business credit cards from? It's going to depend on your state. And no, foreign entities will not work for every bank, just to let you know. So that's step number 2. Now, step number 3, we talked about relationships earlier. So you want to establish a banking relationship with all of the banks that you are going to, at least for the most part. there are some banks that you don't even need to establish a relationship with first before you can go for funding with them. And I would recommend that you wouldn't for the banks that you don't need to do that with, because it's going to save some time. If you can apply right away, especially if it's just online, then I would do that versus opening a business checking account and all that. With my clients, I don't have them do stuff that they don't actually need to do. Like, if you don't need to open a business checking account or need to do anything at all, then don't do it. It will save you some time and effort there, right? So step 3, but for the banks that you do need to establish a banking relationship with, do it. So what is a strong relationship? What does that even mean? It's a connection that you have with a bank, right? When you have some of their products on the personal or business side, it's going to help to have products on the business side, but especially, on the business side, but it can be personal as well. So a merchant account, a personal or business checking account, a personal loan, an auto loan, even retirement accounts. It could be a mortgage that you have with this bank. You want to establish a relationship with that bank. Now, I wouldn't go crazy, do all that stuff for every single bank you go to, right? You pick 5 banks and then you just get 5 mortgages and 5 personal loans and, 5 personal and business checking accounts. You don't have to go that crazy. All right. So that's why I said you want to go to a bank that you've already established a lot of those things with, but you do want to establish something. I promise you, you're going to want to do that. If you go in just blank, just raw, hey, good luck. Now, if you have a merchant account, that is going to help substantially better than everything else, just to let you know. Okay. You want to make sure that you have no non-sufficient funds or NSFs within that business checking account or personal checking account. And you're going to want to at least a low 5 rating, meaning 10K to 40K in that business checking account. Could even be personal checking account. I like to see at least 10K, but if you don't have that, at least do low 4, like 1 to 4K or so. I would say mid 4, like 5K is great too as well. So you want to establish those relationships. Mainly when I say that too, for the most accessible is opening a personal or business checking account and then depositing cash in there too as well. And if you're really going over the top, you will create activity. That's something that I do with my clients. We create a system to where we can create activity with the bank. So that way we're giving ourselves the best chances possible for approval. And that's something that you want to do as far as get access to business funding up to 250K and learn a system for creating activity with the banks. You can go ahead and hit the link down below and schedule a call with me and my team. But let's keep pushing forward. So step 4 is apply and be approved. All right. Now, the way you want to look at it is week 1, meet qualifications. So you want to make sure if there's anything that you need to work on, you want to do it at that point. And then week 2 pretty much is going to be, I'll just keep it the same format. Week 2 is going to be creating or establishing relationships with banks. And then also, even before that, creating funding strategy, because funding strategy can be done in one day. You don't need like several days to create a funding strategy if you know what you're doing. Like for our clients, we can do that very quickly, right? And then week 3, so this is around day 21, that's when you apply and be approved, okay? You see how that works? So that's the 21 days right there. So that's week 1, 2, and 3. So once we do get to week 3, boom, step 4, apply and be approved. You have 3 different levels that you can do this. Level number 1 is online. Level number 2 is in branch. And level number 3 is with a relationship manager. The cool part about this is that each level, even online, has its advantages and disadvantages depending on your business and the relationships that you are going, well, the relationships with the banks that you're getting your funding from. So sometimes it's more advantageous, to apply online versus in branch. And sometimes it's more advantageous to go in branch. And definitely it's a lot more advantageous to apply with a business relationship manager when you can. But those are the steps. That's exactly what I would do if I was trying to get 100K plus in just 21 days. That is literally the steps that I would follow. And if you like this video, I'm sure you'll like the video on the screen too as well.